Around in Thailand you have all these small dikes where different plants will be growing, some very fast and some a bit slower. But if the owner of the dikes only trim the plants, the trees, the bushes, then in the beginning they look very cute and very innocent. But as I have to walk around and dig the holes for putting up the concrete fence around this area, I have to dig deeper. So I had to cut away a lot of trees, a lot of bush. And inside you have a lot of roots that are going deep, being a hindrance for digging in the soil. But of course dikes are not for digging, but if people only trim and cut back on the trees, then before you know it they're growing up and becoming a complete wilderness that is unpenetratable. Cannot penetrate it. Have to cut it away, and then you have to go into the roots to cut out the roots, which you saw just before, that I'm bearing the root of one of the bushes or trees that I was just trying to dig up, but because the root is too deep I cannot dig it up. Because the other day when I was working here digging the holes, I was, as we say in Danish, working in my own hand, working by myself, working alone, using my own hands to do it. And I did get a deep cut. But here we have 10 or 15 bushes or trees that are growing up of the soil, and they are just making it almost impossible to penetrate. So I have to cut away all these branches, and as you can see here I have already cut away a lot of branches just to get in here. And when I got in here I saw those other shrubs that are growing here. So there is a lot of heavy work, and because people are not removing the stops or the roots of those things, they will grow into a wilderness that is so hard and so difficult to get away, and it takes just a couple of years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then they are up being very big and a big problem. Of course they do, as you can see, bring some shadows, but shadow is not everything, because we need to stop the cows and the buffaloes for running over to the other field that you can see here behind me, the field of the sister and the mother, which her brother is using right now, down to the fence. You can see back there in the background. Very difficult, but it is there. But we have to move that fence all the way up here because they don't want us to use their fields anymore, and then there is no need for having a fence over there. And since we are the ones that paid for that fence, then we will move it back here, and that is why I am digging new holes. But to be able to do that I need to have a clear passage all the way down the dike, so I have to cut away those bushes and those trees.